Good morning, Kirti Sundari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining and giving a beautiful association this morning. All glories to your services. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Shivani Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vanita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you for joining and giving a beautiful association this morning. All glories to your services. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Shivani Mataji, and Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Brinda.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Guranga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining every day and giving a beautiful association. And the chanting, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna Yashamati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Guranga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining Mataji and giving a beautiful association this morning. All glories to your services. Hare Krishna, welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanva Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Flavia from Atlanta.
Hare Krishna Flora Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Guranga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining today, Mataji, and giving a beautiful association. All glories to your services. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody else who would like to announce themselves? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
you can read Srila Prabhupada's quote. You can start the record.
Okay, Mata. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Once again, I welcome you all to joining this mid-morning session. I would like to start by sharing a quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. Krishna takes special appreciation for his devotees who are engaged in risking for his preaching work, and he will give you special care and guidance at all times because you are sincerely trying to serve him in this way. Letter to Amoga, August 9th, 1972. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Priti
Hare
Mataji, you
Hare
have texted Prabhuji, or should I do that?
I just sent a message.
Oh, thank you.
Hare
Sorry,
Krishna
Shri.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Yeah, he said he'll be
Ram
here in a few minutes.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
You can start, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Haridas Varya Prabhuji. Prabhuji will be enlightening us on the 18 secrets of Valmiki Ramayana. Today will be session 9. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Haridas Varya Prabhuji, thank you for giving your valuable time and your association this morning. Waiting eagerly to hear from you, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. Please take over the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So first and foremost, apologies for being late a little bit, but thank you for being on the call and being very eager to hear about the subject matter about Lord Sri Ramchandra. Before we start, let's start with Mangalacharan, and through Mangalacharan, let us start today's lecture. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhayevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yet kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Rama Rama Ramethi Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. So first and foremost, I welcome each and every one to this August gathering where we are talking about the 18 secrets of Ramayana. For those who are joining us for the first time, let me mention it to you that we are talking about the great science that was provided to Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya was interested to hear this from Sri Shailapurna. And Sri Shailapurna, he mentioned these secrets to Ramanujacharya after he traveled again and again to Tirupati. So while he was in Tirupati, he heard from Sri Shailapurna, his maternal uncle, these beautiful 18 secrets, out of which we have already discussed the 12 secrets. Now we are going to enter into the final 6. The final 6 are very important for us to know because, as I mentioned before, that the first 6 talks about the prerequisites of Sharanagati or surrender. The next 6 talks about the process of surrender itself. And the final 6 talks about how one is supposed to live after he surrenders. So in fact, if we look at all these 3 together, which is prerequisites of surrender, the process of surrender, and life after surrender, if we look at all these 3, it actually tells us how a Vaishnava should live his life. So this is very, very wonderfully mentioned in these 18 secrets. So now we are going to see the life of somebody who has surrendered unto the Lord, who has surrendered unto an Acharya, how his life will be. So the 13th secret that we are going to see today is known as Guror Drik. Guror Drik means the sight of or the vision of the spiritual master. We all know the importance of the spiritual master. The spiritual master plays a vital role in developing our bhakti. In fact, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 2.7, it's very wonderful as a shloka where we see Arjuna putting down his weapons, totally confused, out of miserly weakness. He says, I am confused. And he says, I do not know what is right, whether I should be conquered or I should conquer. There is a confusion, whether he should get conquered by his enemies or he should conquer. This is not clear for Arjuna. And hence he says, Shishyaste aham. I will become your disciple, Krishna. You become the spiritual master. So in fact, that verse is very wonderful. In that verse, what we get to see is the real surrender of Arjuna and how he acts after that. Because he says, Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prichhami tvam dharma samuda cheta yache yasya nichitam bruhi tanme shishyaste ham sadimam tvam prapannam. He says, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you, Krishna, tell me what is certain, what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me. So before this surrender, he says, I am confused. And he says, now I am your disciple. That means Krishna, he makes him as the spiritual master. So it's very important that we understand this a little bit in depth. So whenever we are in difficulty, and I would like your participation, my dear devotees, whenever we are in difficulty or a difficulty is in front of us, generally in this world, people say we have 2 responses very popularly. What are those responses? Either we fight or either we take a flight. What does that mean? when we are faced with difficulty, either we fight with the difficulty and we try to get a response, or we run away from the responsibility, saying this is too much for me. So either a person fights or either a person takes a flight. That means he runs away from this. These are the two responses that we generally, the world puts it as a framework to tackle any difficulty that is approachable to us, or any difficulty that comes in front of us. Now, my question to all of you is Arjuna's position, he's saying either I will beg or either I should fight. Should I beg or should I fight? Does this fall into these two responses? Yes or no? What are the two responses? Fight or flight? Any answers?
Yes.
Yes, very much.
Very much. It falls into the responses. Okay. Any other answers? Anybody who is saying no?
But only the difference is that he's seeking the suggestion and advice of Krishna before he wants to take a decision.
Okay.
Though he has these options, but he would want to certainly take the suggestion from Krishna. That is the difference it makes in case of Arjuna.
Okay. Very nice. So let's just see these two options. So any difficulty we have, we use these two responses. So let us take an example here. And what is the example? Let us assume that you are traveling in a road, and on this road, you are traveling in a car. Let's assume this is your car, right? This is your car C, and you're traveling and you're following all rules of the highway. I hope everybody can see my screen, right? So this is the car that we are talking about, the orange car, and you're traveling in this direction. You are really going and following all the rules of the road. No problem. Everything is going well. Suddenly what happens? You find that another car swerves from, another car comes in, and it comes from nowhere, and it comes from somewhere or the other, overtakes you, and it comes in front of you. And suddenly you have to apply the brakes and you have to maneuver your speed. So this is car number 2, which is purple in color. So my dear devotees, if you are in car number 1, which is orange in color, and suddenly a blue car takes over and it has come immediately in front of you, what will be your response? What will be your response? Can somebody unmute and say which can be said in this class? We don't want to take answers which cannot be said in the class. Of course, some people will have such a response.
We'll apply
Yeah?
We'll apply brakes.
We will apply brakes. But what will be your response? Will there be any other response?
Krishna.
Yeah, we are angry with that. We are not okay with the
Ah,
other guy. That is very important. Our reaction is completely different. And we don't like it, and we may abuse also. I mean, sorry to say that. I mean, that I've done and I do also. So we abuse.
don't. Thank you for being very honest, Mataji. I was looking for such an answer. So those who said they will say Krishna, very good, very nice, very wonderful. But somebody said they will abuse. Any other answer? Some words might come, some kind words. We will not scroll down and say some Bhagavad Gita shlokas. We will, of course, say something bad. That how dare you? How can you? Can't you see? Okay, because suddenly you have put the life in danger. Any other response?
We'll also look at options how I can override the car. I mean, how do I override him?
Okay. Okay, can there be a response which is similar to what the response was for the blue car, which is to take over? Okay, very nice. Any other?
Prabhuji, I will chant the Maha Mantra and adjust the speed
Chant the Maha
Prabhuji.
Mantra and you will say that, okay, somebody
then
has come,
adjust
let
the
me not
speed.
bother. Adjust the speed. Okay, very good. Chant the Maha Mantra and adjust the speed. So let's just see this. Krishna, whether it is a fight or a flight, saying Krishna, which response it falls into?
It's fight only, but at the same time,
Mental fight, but no words spoken, right? Okay.
no, not mental fight, Prabhu. Come on. It's we are applying brakes. That itself is a fight. That means we are protecting. We are not running away from the situation, but at the
You
same
are
time
not,
calling to Krishna.
you call out for Krishna, but then fight here is to the responder. Are you ready for a fight, like a pickup with a response to say, I am going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to
No,
take
no,
care
no,
of this business?
No,
No, you are
no,
not.
not
no,
really.
no.
Not really.
Exactly. Whereas the abuse falls under the fight, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to take a fight. Now let us assume this car C is an ambulance. Now what will be your response? Now
We
this
give
is
way.
this
Completely kind of, it's like you tone down absolutely there's no question of toning down at all because you understand the situation
exactly.
and you know how to behave in case of an ambulance. Rather, you would be more supportive in such cases.
Correct. Or even if it is a police car, you'll be more of not picking a fight, a flight.
Absolutely.
That is,
Yes.
let me find my way. Let me slow down.
Yes.
Fine, it happened. Let me find and
Yes.
find a way. So
Absolutely.
generally, this is what happens in our life when there are reversals. We either do a fight or a flight. So Arjuna is also saying the same thing. Whether I should fight or I should go and beg, I will leave. So all of you said that Arjuna is also in the similar pattern. Arjuna is also exhibiting the similar pattern. But this is where we go wrong. Arjuna is not on the similar plane. And that is why Bhagavad Gita is important. Let's see. When we fight, when the response is fight, the reason is because of somebody's recklessness or somebody's wrongdoing, which we feel has caused an oppression on us. And that is the cause. The cause of this fight is there is a recklessness, and because of which the fight response comes. So we are like, okay, somebody is reckless, somebody is doing incorrect. So let me do this fight. And this flight is coming out of fear. If it is a police, then we are fearful. Something might happen to us. The other person is more prominent, more important than us. And hence we cannot take and fight response. So we should choose for flight. So number one response, fight, comes from recklessness as the cause. Number two comes from flight, which is generally fearful as the cause, generally speaking. But now let us apply the same logic and framework which the world has given, which the material world works on Arjuna. So let's just try to find. First question, is the cause recklessness that Arjuna is ready to fight? Is Arjuna
No.
saying these people are reckless, hence I am ready to fight?
No.
What is the cause?
It's basically more of compassionate. I mean, he's like looking at them as his own people, kith and kin. Is not even looking at the background there. Is more looking at his own people, seeing his own people there from the bodily conception. I mean,
So let's look at his shloka that he gives, and through that shloka let us see if we can learn. So 2.7, what is that he says? He says, now I am confused about what is the next word?
duty.
Duty. He is saying he's confused about his duty. So basically he's saying, I am ready to fight, but I am ready to fight out of not because of recklessness of others or anybody, because it is my duty. And in this fight, I am confused. So whether I should fight or not. So the flight which he says as a response is also not out of fear. Is Arjuna a coward? Is he fearful? That is why he's trying to run away?
Absolutely no.
Absolutely no. He is actually being thoughtful. He is not being fearful. He is being thoughtful. He is saying, I am not ready to fight because I am thinking what will happen to this person, what will happen to that person. And hence, the response might seem similar. This is the material world. This is the material world's framework. And the response might feel very similar. But Bhagavad Gita tells us that some troubles in our life might seem very similar to the material world. So this is the material framework. But this material framework cannot be applied to Arjuna. So Arjuna is operating on a spiritual framework of fight or flight. And when we are with these troubles of these problems of fight and flight in the spiritual matters, we are confused. So Bhagavad Gita gives us a very good insight that it might look similar, but they are not similar. It might look same, but they are not same. That is why Bhagavad Gita talks about this beautiful concept of spiritual master. Arjuna says, hence I need guidance. Hence I need a spiritual master. Hence I need support. Hence I need your help. And hence he says, what does he say? He says, now you tell me. Now you tell me for certain what is best for me. I am your disciple and a soul surrendered unto you. So a person after Sharanagati, after hearing the 12 secrets, one has to clearly understand that a spiritual master and following in the footsteps of the spiritual master is very, very important. Very important. Yes, Mataji. Kirtida Mataji, you have a question.
Sorry to interrupt, Prabhu, but
Yeah.
isn't it Arjun, even though the reason cause may be thoughtful, but still he giving this option that let me beg and be and follow this renounced order of life, isn't it a flight only? Doesn't it come
It is
under
a flight. It is a flight, but the cause of flight is not material. It is having spiritual thoughts as the background. Though that compassion will be also negated by Krishna and said, your thoughtful is not thinking, you are thinking from the bodily platform. But the point that I wanted to drive through here is to say, many people use spiritual textbooks and try to force fit material frameworks out of the spiritual textbooks. For example, they start to say Bhagavad Gita is to manage your office communications. Bhagavad Gita for a great book on communications. Bhagavad Gita, an art of management. Bhagavad Gita and an art of Vedic science. In various ways, they try to fit material things and try to say Bhagavad Gita talks about this. In fact, the books that we have, like Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, they actually start on the paradigm which is far beyond than material frameworks. On the outset, it might look it is fight and flight. Yes, you can call it fight and flight, but the cause behind it is completely different. The cause is not the material cause of fight and flight. The cause is completely out of duty and thoughtfulness. Both are positive. Duty follow duty, hence I have to fight. But I'm thoughtful what will happen to them, hence I am thoughtful. But still, the answer is you do not know, you're confused, so hence you need a spiritual master. So yes, Mataji, answer is fight and flight, but the cause is different. So we cannot consider the books like Ramayana and Mahabharata and Itihasas and Puranas to fit in your material framework. They are not books to supplement our material life. They are, in fact, the beacons of light for helping us go back home, back to Godhead. So that is very clear by accepting a spiritual master. Now, question number 2 is, if somebody is having difficulty in their life, question number 2, very important to understand. If somebody is having difficulty in their life and difficulty is facing them, what will be your consciousness? And it's a lot of difficulty. You are trying quite a lot, but nothing is happening. So what are the words that you would like to say, which is running in your mind? You can talk about, like, somebody can say irritated, somebody will be angry. So can someone tell me the words or their consciousness or their state it will be that they will be facing?
Earlier, it would have been like depression, going through bouts of depression.
Okay,
But now
let's just write
we
down one word at a time.
understand.
Depression. Yes, Mataji?
But now, after Casey, we understand why this is happening. So you are knowledgeable, and you get to the what do you call you understand that, and you go to you seek the mercy of Krishna and Gurudev to help you
Okay.
sail through the situation because you have the knowledge. Earlier, you were
Okay.
ignorant of that knowledge. So that ignorance.
Okay.
Frustration, hopelessness.
Very nice. Well, let's go. Let's just write them down. Hopelessness. What else?
Frustration.
Very nice. Okay. Everybody speaking from their experience, which is good.
I like
Anger.
to see Mataji's answer, whatever.
Anger
Whatever.
also, Prabhuji.
Anger. Very nice. What else? More words. Frustrated, depression, ignorance, tired, fought with the mind, thought of all solutions, tired completely, hopelessness, dejected. Okay,
And
let's
then
take these.
give up attitude.
Give up. Okay. Tired and give up. Okay, fine. So let's just take these words. Okay. So these words which come to us, does that come during the start of the difficulty or end of the difficulty?
I think during the process, I suppose.
During the
Not at the
process.
initial thing, because initially, like you have made up
In
your
the
mind
middle
to
of
kind of
the
fight the
middle of the
situation.
difficulty.
So it is during the course of the process.
Okay. So from start to end, can we say the word starts building up, the maximum will be at the end, but it will start coming from the middle. Can we say like that?
Yeah, kind of, yes.
Kind of, right? So the question is that when should we ask for help? Start or end? Generally, we ask for help when we face this issue. When we are faced with all these words, we would like to ask for help. We go to somebody and say, I am facing a problem. I am very depressed. I need therapy. I need these problems to be solved. So can you help me? Isn't it not?
It depends, Prabhuji. Like some situations you already have gone through, right? So you take the help of those learnings and you try to solve them.
Right.
And during the course of it, like you find it too difficult to manage, going beyond your efforts, beyond your whatever the knowledge you possess to sail through the issue problem, then you seek an expertise, right? So that's
Yeah.
what happens. I mean, at least in my case, right? We don't give
Yeah.
up initially. I mean, absolutely no.
You don't give up, you'll
Initially,
fight initially. Yes, correct.
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
But then
And
if you're facing a very difficult problem,
absolutely.
you know it is gonna come your way. So
Then you seek an expertise. I mean, you go for an
exactly.
expertise to get some solution for it.
Very nice. Anybody else? When do you ask this question? Start or the end?
Prabhuji, asking help is the last resort for me when all my means are not
Thank
working.
you. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for saying that. Anybody else? Prabhu said it comes in the last. Okay, in the interest of time.
Prabhuji,
What
I
am I
will
trying?
start.
Yes.
I will say start.
Start. Very nice, Mataji. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So in fact, a lot can be achieved if we front load this question right at the start. And that is what we are learning in Bhagavad Gita. What is Arjuna doing? Arjuna, right at the start, he's saying, I'm confused. You tell me what is certain and what is best for me. He has not tried 100,000 things how to do this fight and flight battle. He saw, he understood, he immediately fell down at the feet and said, I surrender. I do not know. You tell me what will be best to help me. And he's asking for help right at the beginning. Right at the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, in the 2.7, he is saying, please, please, please tell me, I need a spiritual master. So in other words, when we are with fight and flight response, and when we are confused and it is in a spiritual format, we should ask a guru, and we should ask a guru falling at his feet saying, I am a number one fool. I do not know. Please let me know. Because matters of difficulty, whether it is material or spiritual, when this question is actually front loaded, we will benefit. Because let us think about it. You all mentioned that the number of words that you see here are less when it is in the start, isn't it? And you all said that it will start in the middle and it will go at the end, it will become a lot. So even if we ask this question at the end, what is our situation to accept the answer? We are already depressed. We are in whatever, ignorance, anger, hopelessness, tired, frustration, and dejected. So if we are going through all of these symptoms at the end and we get the answer, it is very difficult for us to even assimilate and put it to practice. Instead, before all these hits us in its fullest of merits, if we ask this question right at the start, oh spiritual master, can you please help me? I'm a fool. Please help me how to navigate this situation. It really crosses the obstacle. Hence, we should ask a question to a bona fide spiritual master. And this is what Sri Shaila Purna mentioned to Ramanujacharya. Gurur Drik means that the vision of the spiritual master to clear out the difficulties. Because the vision of the spiritual master itself is so great that if the spiritual master just puts a glance on the disciple, that is considered greater than the glance. Kamban says in his Ramayana that the glance of the spiritual master, the glance, just one sight of the spiritual master on a disciple is greater than the glance of Lord Shiva, who looks at you from 3 eyes, is greater than the glance of Lord Brahma, who sees from 8 eyes because he has 4 heads, is greater than the glance of the Lord who has Sahasrakshapat. He has 1,000 eyes, because the spiritual master is the one who connects us to the Lord. So Gurur Drik, or Gurur vision, the Guru's vision is very, very important. And one has to accept a spiritual master. That is also very important. So through this shloka of Bhagavad Gita, we very well learn that how we should accept a spiritual master, how we should accept a bona fide spiritual master, and we should ask those questions to him right at the front, right at the beginning, if we are interested in spiritual science. So when Ramanujacharya exhibited this with Sri Shaila Purna, and he mentioned that these are the things I would like to understand. Ramanujacharya was a great soul. He had full understanding of the Vedas, of the Vedic science. But at first he said, I do not know anything about Ramayana. Please tell me. And that opened up the floodgates from Sri Shaila Purna. And hence the secrets flowed down to Ramanujacharya very easily. And we see the same thing in surrender, because this Bhagavad Gita 2.7 also talks about Arjuna's surrender to Krishna. And he's saying, please instruct me. So Gurur Drik is very important. One has to really understand that Guru Urdrik, that the vision of the spiritual master is very important. Once Ramanujacharya, he went to the temple, and in the temple there was a deity of Nammalvar. Nammalvar is one of the Alvars, principal Alvars, and there was a deity of Nammalvar. And Ramanujacharya used to be so great that he used to talk to the deity. And he talked to the deity and said, Nammalvar, every day I come and take darshan of you, but today when I'm taking darshan of you, you are having a gentle smile and you seem very elated. What is the reason? Imagine such great souls can talk directly to the deity. So Ramanujacharya asked this question to Nammalvar. And it is said that Nammalvar, as a deity, he replied, Ramanujacharya, do you know, I have got very nice fresh clothes today. The washerman who washed these clothes, ironed these clothes and put it on my deity, and it is so nice, it's so fragrant. I really like these clothes. And Ramanujacharya was very happy to hear such nice service has been rendered to the deities. This is a great lesson that we should give fresh clothes to our deities. We should give fragrant clothes to our deities. Lord likes to decorate himself. And when we see the beautiful Lord decorated with the cloth, we find that the cloth's beauty increases because the Lord is all beautiful. And whatever we make the Lord wear, if the Lord is having a rose and the rose is kept on his turban, we don't say that the rose is making the Lord beautiful. We say the Lord has increased the beauty of the rose. Or we say the lotus beauty has increased because it is at the lotus feet of the Lord. So whatever we give to the deities, it should be very nice. We should decorate the deities very nice. We should learn how to give nice deities, the nice clothes and paraphernalia to our deities. And there is a good reciprocation. We can reciprocate with the Lord by constantly thinking about newer designs, new way of serving the deities. And this is a very nice example that we see in this pastime. So when Nammalvar said like this, that I got fresh clothes from the washerman and I was very happy, Ramanujacharya was very happy. He said, call that particular laundryman. I want to talk to him. The laundryman was very afraid. He thought he committed a mistake. And he came, bowed down in front of Ramanujacharya, folded his hands and asked Ramanujacharya, what mistake did I do? Ramanujacharya said, mistake? You are asking about any mistake? Today I am very happy. In fact, I will speak for you. And I will say, I will introduce you to Nammalvar. And the laundryman said, I can't speak to Nammalvar. Maybe you can speak to the deities, but I can't speak to the deities. He said, I have already spoken to the deities and they are very happy. And the deity is very happy. Nammalvar is very happy. And he's saying, whatever boon you want, you ask. So I have spoken for you. Nammalvar is ready to give a boon. And the washerman and the laundryman became very happy when he heard this. And Ramanujacharya asked, now tell me, what is your boon? What is that you would like to have? What is your wish? He folded his hands and he said, Ramanujacharya, please tell Nammalvar to tell to the lordships to forgive the washerman. And Ramanujacharya was confused. He said, what are you talking about? I am asking, what is your wish? Which washerman are you talking about? He said, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna, when he came to Mathura, there was a laundryman and a washerman of Kamsa who said, I won't give you clothes. And Krishna punished him. So if you ask me what is the wish of mine, I want the Lord to forgive him. Because I don't know, maybe he is my forefather's forefather. And I'm doing the same occupation. So I request you that you please tell the Lord, tell Nammalvar to tell the Lord that please excuse that washerman. And Ramanujacharya was perplexed. He said, okay, fine. If this is your wish, I will say so. And the Lord also replied, yes, I have forgave the washerman. And they both came outside. This laundryman who provided good clothes to Nammalvar and Ramanujacharya, they both came outside. And Ramanujacharya said, "What kind of a fool are you? You had the golden opportunity to ask anything in this supreme cosmic manifestation. You could have asked for Vaikuntha. You could have asked for liberation. You could have escaped yourself from these material sufferings. You could have asked for wealth. You could have asked for the final moksha, liberation. Or you could have asked for the service of the Lord. Why you didn't ask all these things? And you asked for that washerman who was there in Srimad Bhagavatam, that washerman's forgiveness. Why did you ask? You had the Lord in your attendance. Lord was ready to offer you this. Why you didn't ask? In a very inquiring tone, Ramanujacharya posted this question. And the washerman, in a very humble way, he answered. He said, "Why should I ask the Lord for liberation when Ramanujacharya, you can give me liberation? You are my spiritual master. Just by following you, I can get liberation. Why should I even go and ask for the Lord? Because you are seeing me every day. Darshane pavitra karo yahi tomar gun. Just by you seeing me every day, Gurur Drik, I am very, very happy. I will go back home, back to Godhead. If we are standing in Mangalarati in the morning and singing Samsara Dhava in front of Srila Prabhupada, it is sure we are going back home, back to Godhead. Not because of our merit, not because we woke up in the morning, not because we are sincere, not because that we are such great devotees, etc., etc. Because Srila Prabhupada will take us back home, back to Godhead. We just have to be there. It's like a train where we need to go into a destination. We should not get out of the train. We just need to be there. We need to hold on to our tickets. We just need, which is our Sola Mala, 16 rounds, and we just need to continue our journey. So this is Gurur Drik. And the Lord is supremely happy when he gets anything that is attached with the spiritual master. So Gurur Drik here also means that Lord Ramchandra exclusively talks about how he likes those devotees who are very dedicated towards their spiritual master. So post Sharanagati, Guru Krishna Prasad Paye Bhakti Lata Beej. After surrendering, one has to be a very menial service. This is one of the first lessons post surrender. One has to execute the services given by the spiritual master in a very excellent way. One has to execute services considering the fact that we are only assisting our spiritual master to do this service. In fact, a question was asked. Lord Ramachandra, when he traveled across various places, he was given food to be eaten or honored by him. For example, when the Kevat or the boatman, when he was crossing the river, he brought a lot of tribal food, which contained a little bit of meat and which contained a little bit of phal and all of that. But Lord Ramchandra said, you please feed it. Kamban says that you please feed it to all the horses. So Rama did not fully accept all those sweetmeats and he did not accept all those fruits and everything. He said, you feed it many to the horses which have come from Ayodhya. So he fed it to the horses. Then at Bharadwaj Muni's ashram also, he did not have prasad. Only when he came back from Lanka, he had prasad. And he ate very nicely. So even before meeting Sugriva, there was one woman whose name was Shabri. Only at Shabri's ashram, he took prasad. And he was very happy taking that prasad. You know why? Because Shabri was offering prasad, not thinking that Lord Rama will eat. Shabri was offering prasad, saying, my Matanga Rishi, my spiritual master, has told me to feed Lord Ramchandra. So I am following in the footsteps of my spiritual master. It is his royal decree. It is his royal instruction that I am trying to follow. So Shabri was giving the bear, which she has plucked, which is very wonderful, which is very sweet. She is thinking, Matanga Rishi, my spiritual master has told me to feed Lord Ramchandra when he comes. So I'm waiting to execute this instruction of my spiritual master. And Rama says, somebody who is following my devotee, somebody who is following a spiritual master is very, very dear to me. Please give me that bear. And he's eating and relishing. He's relishing that bear. He's relishing that fig. He's relishing that fruit. And when Shabri, after feeding Lord Ramchandra, what is Valmiki saying? Valmiki is saying that Rama is Sakshi Bhuta. Shabari Moksha Sakshi Bhuta. Sakshi Bhuta means Lord Rama stood as a witness for the liberation of whom? Shabari. Now, this is very interesting. This is another secret. How is that the Lord who is supposed to give liberation is standing as a witness? This is not true. The person who is supposed to give liberation is right in front of Shabari. But Valmiki writes, Shabari, not Valmiki, sorry, Vedanta Deshika writes, Shabari Moksha Sakshi Bhuta. That means that he stood as a witness in front of Shabari. So who gave the liberation? It is said that her piety as well as her dedication and the vision or the favorable glances of her spiritual master, who is none other than Matanga Rishi, and following in his footsteps, execution of services, enabled Shabari to go back home, back to Godhead. And there also she said, I have to go, not because I want to enjoy the spiritual world. She said, I have to continue my service to my spiritual master. This is my first duty. In fact, in Srimad Bhagavatam, also Prahlad Maharaj says this, my first duty is to offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master. And he says very beautifully that if I have to ask anything, right, I have to ask first to Narada Muni, because without him, I would be completely lost. And Srila Prabhupada writes the same verse in Jaladuta, that my first job is to fulfill the orders of my spiritual master. So we see time and time and time and time again that following in the footsteps of the acharyas, following in the footsteps of the spiritual master, Gurur Dhrik, this is very important. The vision of the spiritual master is greater than the vision of Lord Shiva, is greater than the glances of Lord Brahma, and it is also mentioned greater than the glances of the Lord himself with 1,000 eyes. Because the merciful glance of the spiritual master can take us home, back to Godhead. So the same was exhibited by Krishna on the battlefield by accepting Arjuna as his disciple. The same is exhibited by Sri Shaila Purna, who has accepted Sri Ramanujacharya, because he is also asking this question right at the front. Please instruct me. Less like Arjuna is saying, please instruct me on the secrets. Please instruct me on this confusion. Ramanujacharya is saying, please instruct me. And similarly, Matanga Rishi's footsteps, we see how Shabari is also executing the beautiful instructions of the spiritual master, for which the Lord is standing as a witness. In fact, he is not the giver of liberation. She already attains liberation because she's just following in the footsteps of her spiritual master. That is why when we offer anything to the Lord, when we go before our deities, it is mentioned that we should have this mood. When we are waking up the Lord, we are waking up our spiritual master, who is waking up the Lord. In fact, he is waking up his spiritual master, Prabhupada is waking up Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And in that way, the whole parampara is waking up and they are waking up the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is not that we are ringing the bell and we are waking up our deities. We are just requesting the spiritual master and we are just rendering service unto him. When we are offering prasad, we request the spiritual master to offer the prasad to Krishna. What is our qualification? Our qualification between us and Krishna is nothing unless and until this was introduced to us by our spiritual master. So the spiritual master is the one who removes this cataract of difficulty, and this fight and flight response that we have, it is like a cataract. Om Ajnana Timirandasya, and he removes, which is with this wonderful instrument. This cataract is completely removed so that we can see clearly. Jnana Anjana Shalakaya. And what is Anjana? Anjana also means the kajal that we apply on our eyes. Why do we apply kajal on our eyes? One, to make it cool. But the other aspect of kajal is, if you put the right kajal, the things which are far off will appear to be much more near. No myopic and far-sightedness will affect if the right kajal is applied. What is the meaning of that kajal, Anjana, in this circumstances? It also means that those meanings of the Shastras, which are very far off to understand, like which is coming out of spiritual queries, spiritual inquiries, which are very difficult to understand, which are very far off from our intelligence, will be brought near by the grace of the spiritual master. Even the Lord, who is very far off and who is all tad dure tad anantike, who is very close to us, will be revealed to us, and this material cataract will be removed by Gurur Drik, by the vision of the spiritual master. So this is the 13th secret that Ramanujacharya was provided with. Gurur Drik. One should consider themselves to be very fortunate that the spiritual master has shown his loving, kind glance upon us. Many devotees, they feel they have to get a constant companionship, or they feel that they have to be constantly in touch with the spiritual master. So there is Vapu, there is Vani. Both are there. But even if a spiritual master looks at us and smiles, one should consider that is the greatest fortune. One should not think that I have not had personal conversations with my Gurudev. I have not had personal seva of my Gurudev. If somebody gets it, we should be very respectful to that person and say that, yes, Vapu seva is also very wonderful and thank you so much, and we should respect that. Our listening to our Guru, listening to Srila Prabhupada, and standing in front of Srila Prabhupada, standing in front of our Guru Maharajas, and getting favorable glances and smiles, one should consider their life to be very successful. So many devotees feel personal interactions make a Guru-Shishya relationship. But here, through this example, we see Gurur Drik. The sight, the glance, the interaction, the smile, the acknowledgement of the spiritual master also pleases the Lord. The Guru becomes very pleased looking at a disciple following the 4 regulative principles, chanting 16 rounds, and that following his instructions, listening to his lectures, rendering menial service, helping other devotees, helping Srila Prabhupada. Basic activities like this helps the movement to go on, and this makes us attract Krishna's blessings. So this is what is the 13th secret that we talk about, which is called as Gurur Drik. What is the 14th one? After getting the mercy of the Guru, is there something else to be known? Is there something else to be learned? Whose mercy more we should receive? How should we live? Should we live opulently? Should we live in a way which is not good for us? All these are the upcoming secrets. We will see that next time. Thank you very, very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yadatra skalitam kinchit vidhvam sat purayantu tat. Yadatra saushtubam kinchit tad gurur eva me nahi. If there are any mistakes in this class, First of all, like delay and other things, I kindly ask for your forgiveness. And if there are any mistakes, please do correct them. And if there is something nice, all those go to my spiritual master. None of those credits are for me, but the mistakes are truly mine. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Open to questions, comments, feedbacks, critiques, reflections. If you have any, please share them. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the beautiful, beautiful class. No questions, Prabhuji. Very grateful to you. As always, your classes are so nice, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Anybody having any questions, realizations, please go ahead.
Prabhu, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Sorry.
Your voice is breaking.
Hare Krishna, Ajay Prasad Prabhu. What is that you're saying?
He's asking, I guess, if you can hear me, but his voice is very.
Can you hear
Ah.
me?
Can you type?
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now. Hare
Oh,
Krishna.
okay.
Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, Prabhu, thank you so much for a nice class. So, yeah, the first thing you mentioned about is that the fight or flight situation. I think this is, very, very practical. Everybody faces, and
Yes.
it applies for us in all of, I think, you say most of situations. So, how do we actually do situations? And how do we know whether go trying to fight or trying to fight? How do we make the decision, and how do you analyze?
Very nice. If I understood your question, how do we apply it in our daily life and how do we come to a decision? So you are breaking up a little bit. So I think that is the question. So this is very much practically applicable by doing three things. We all have the fight and flight response in us. But whenever we are in difficulty, we should consult. Sometimes what happens is we do all the thing that we need to do and we are in such a difficult situation, we make ourselves into such a difficult arrangement trying to fight it out ourselves, and at the end we go to Krishna and give him two options. Please do like this, please do like this. Krishna, I'm praying to you. This doesn't work. In fact, Krishna is still merciful, he might make it work, but this is not the right approach. When a person has surrendered unto the Lord, the first and the last object of dependence is the Lord and his devotees. So, how do we apply? Whenever we are in a difficult situation, if we feel this is beyond my ability and this will take a lot of energy, and I think I can fight over it, but I will not be able to cry. Just let's keep our ego aside and ask for a honest opinion from a right source. Could be our spiritual master, could be from the purports of Srila Prabhupada, could be asking other devotees. It is just to say, I do not know, please let me know. So we should keep our ego aside and ask this question right at the beginning. Not that we get into problems and we got into a lot of murkier issues and then finally we took it to the counselor or the reporting person and then we say, how do I solve this? No, right at the beginning. So this is what Arjuna is showcasing. So practicality means like how Draupadi was trying to do all that is possible by herself to protect herself. But Krishna was just waiting. Finally, she was trying to protect herself with her two fingers, holding on to the sari. Krishna was waiting. And when she finally said, Dwaraka Nilayachyuta, Govinda Pundari Kaksham, Rakshamam Sharanagatam, I surrender unto you, then Krishna gave abundance. Krishna wanted to say, you should have said this right at the front. I would have given you everything. To a person who is surrendered unto me, I give everything. I give myself to that person. So this is for us to know Krishna is always there. Now we are at the 13th secret, which means we have matured through the first 6 secrets and then the next 6 secrets. we are matured, we have already surrendered, then the 13th is on that maturity of surrender, we should be living our life. So, how should we live our life? We should ask questions of help very early. We should ask, we should have a bona fide spiritual master, and we should not have ego in our heart. These three things are the practical applications of 2.7 Bhagavad Gita, or this secret that we learn. Does that help, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna. Okay, I think Ajay Prasad Prabhu got the answer. Yes, Parima Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Again, very, very amazing class, Prabhuji. I have no words to thank you for your classes. Amazing class. But Prabhuji, I have this one question that you
Yes.
said that even if you're away from your spiritual master physically, you can still, get the benefit. But Prabhuji, isn't it true that most people who have stayed with the spiritual master physically have gotten a lot of benefits because they have had the opportunity to serve him more?
Very nice question, Mataji. So, yes, definitely yes. In fact, those who have got the association of the spiritual master, Vapu, it is also great. Those who are constantly hearing the instructions of the spiritual master, they are also great. Those who got even one vision of the spiritual master, that is also very wonderful. In fact, it is infinite. There is no measurement or quality. One cannot say that this is greater than the other. Every glance is equally powerful. Are we receiving it in the right intent? Are we having the right maturity? For example, every mirror can be kept in the room, and they are all capable of showing us our true image. But if they are in different angles, you will never get a proper image, isn't it? So you have to adjust the mirrors in such a way that you get a proper image. Similarly, our intent, our reception of the countless blessings which is coming through Vapu, Vani, and vision of the spiritual master, we have to receive it with the right maturity, knowledge, and also with the right intent in the heart. We should not have enviousness. Oh, that secretary is getting more association and I am not getting. One should not have enviousness in the heart. One should feel such great are those devotees who are getting the personal Vapu Seva. Maybe one day I will serve the secretary of the secretary of the secretary to maybe do one small seva, which in one day, maybe the Guru will actually look at me, and that is the fulfillment of my seva. So this is not slavery. This is pure Ananda Kanda. The spiritual process, only when a person practices, they understand this. So it's not that, Mataji, that if somebody has got more blessing, somebody has got less blessing, because the Guru is very impartial. He doesn't have partiality amongst his disciples. He is just giving and giving and giving and giving to all of them equally. It's about us. How much do we take? And for that also we should beg. We can't take much, so please instruct me. Please teach me. Please squeeze my ear, tweak my ear, and please help me learn. Does that help, Mataji?
Yes, a lot, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your wonderful answer and explanation. Hare Krishna. Dandavas
Hare
pranams.
Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Yes, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Dandavats.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu Dandava Pranam. Sorry, this is Ajay Govindas here.
Yes, Prabhuji, Dandavats.
My pranams, Prabhu. Thank you so much for yet another wonderful session, Prabhuji. My question is a little more on the practical dealings with what you are talking about in the subject today. It's more of mixture of spiritual and material both. One should follow the Guru. That's absolutely right. If I take Arjun's example, fighting for the kingdom seems to be material, but when he was fighting on the orders of Krishna, it becomes spiritualized. A person living his life, earning money, could be material or spiritual with the same context, with what is the intention. In our lives, we play dual roles. When I say dual roles, means that we are always in problems, we seek guidance from others.
Mm.
And there are situations when people approach us for guidance. So, because of various reasons, those who think, okay, you can help them out. How do we deal with situation where we ask solution to our problems with someone, and the responses which comes probably may not align, or we are not able to get it fully because of lack of our shastric knowledge? How do we acquire that knowledge to understand? And at the same time, if somebody is asking us and we try to help them, but they are not able to follow, then how do we take that? Sorry about this little long, confusing situation.
No,
but
no. It's a very practical question, Prabhuji, and thank you for asking this question on behalf of many others who might have this question. So let us take the answers in two parts. Let's first talk about the situation where we are asking question to someone for practical answers, and sometimes we are not able to understand it in the full length and breadth of the answer or the spiritual maturity. We are unable to assimilate or absorb the answer given to us. First, we should check three things when we ask this question, and that is why the picturization is very important of Arjuna and Krishna. So when first Arjuna was speaking till this 2.6, he was standing, Krishna was sitting.
Yeah.
And at 2.7, the reverse happened. Krishna began to stand and Arjuna began to kneel down and say, please instruct me.
True.
So definitely what flows as a knowledge is from the higher source to the lower source, which is the person who wants to take, he has to be always having his hands below, which is Arjuna's position, which we see. So hence it is very natural that sometimes from the higher source, we are not tuned or we are not mature enough to receive the knowledge which is coming from the higher source. Hence it is very important to ask further questions or to give honest feedbacks. And that is why Bhagavad Gita is a conversation. A conversation is to say, suppose we met a counselor and we put this question in front of the counselor and the answer was too harsh for us to follow. Then just like how Arjuna is saying, if I'm not able to do that, what should I do? Then Krishna gives another solution. If I'm not able to do that, what should I do? Then he gives another solution. So there can be a conversation to get to the level that we can do the next step very easily. If somebody says, leave all material attachments, go to Himalaya, sit down and chant 64 rounds or more than 108 rounds a day, this is maybe a far off goal, maybe in 25, 30 years, or maybe I will not be able to achieve also. But what can I do now amongst all of this, which is an immediate smaller step towards the larger goal? That should be very clear. That's number one. And we have all the right while questioning or getting an answer. If it is not calibrated to our intelligence, we have all the right to ask again and again and again and again. The second is we should also try to achieve that maturity and know that the immediate answer is not the final answer. There can be further versions of this answer. We have to enhance our spirituality, put more practice in place so that we calibrate our maturity in a way to go ahead. So when we ask for suggestions, we should ask for the first next steps and the first next 5 steps. We should ask for it. And number 3, we should have a source who can dumb it down to us at our level. There are times when the question is asked to the highest authority at a higher plane, at a higher circumstances, which is not applicable to us. Like a student asking 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 to a quantum mechanics PhD professor, he will get a completely different answer. So one should ask to his peer, or sometimes he should ask to the primary school teacher, what is 2 plus 2? So it is very important that we understand that whom to ask, they should be able to communicate with our maturity. Now, this is my humble way of finding out. Now, the second question, if somebody approaches us and asks this question, we should understand all that we did in 3 should be the ones we should follow for this person. Why is this person not able to understand? Maybe we are doing these 3 mistakes. We are saying it too high. Maybe he or she is not able to follow. Maybe we are showing it to Krishna and this person is finding it very difficult to even take the first step. So how can we dumb it down to the basic elements of Krishna consciousness? Take some prasad, come to one program a day, talk to one devotee a day, chant with one round with a devotee. Maybe this is just dumbing it down to a level that they are able to execute, and slowly handhold them and spend those gallons of blood again and again and again and again and again till they come to Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
That is our role. Our role is to spend gallons and gallons and gallons of blood. Srila Prabhupada has spent so many gallons of blood to make one devotee. And even if so many people who are coming to us for asking questions or considering any one of us as counselors or asking questions, our job should be very, very simple. No exploitation of these resources for personal gain. Only job should be show them how to reach to Krishna. And if we are able to help them in some way, in some dumbing down way, that is success. And we should be open. If they reject us and say, your ideas are foolish, I cannot follow, don't feel hurt. Pray to Krishna that that soul gets direction to come to him from somebody else. We are just instruments. We can be picked, we can be thrown, we can be stamped, we can be thrown into the dustbin. We are okay because we are picked by Krishna and spiritual master. That is our pleasure. Nothing else. If we are thrown, we are happy. If we are picked, we are happy. If that devotee goes to Krishna, Krishna is happy. No credit comes to us. So we should just see how we follow those three principles. And we should not be those whom we don't understand. We should be dumbing it down. We should be helping them. I know it was a long answer. Does that help, Prabhu?
No, Prabhu, yes, definitely. I think the point you said, that answering, and if you're not understanding, follow-up questions and drilling down to get the clarity makes more sense, and putting yourself in the shoes when you are on the reverse side and then drilling down from the bottom and bring them up is what is the key here. That's what I understood. So I think that makes sense. I got the answer for what I was looking for. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prabhu. The only thing I would like to add there is, in the first few verses of Bhagavad Gita, if you say, there is one word which comes again and again and again, which is anupashyati, pashyati, pashya, pashyapartha. See, 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 see. So that means Krishna is saying again and again, did you see Partha? Did you see? Did you see? In fact, he saw everyone in front of him. But what Krishna is saying, you did not really see their deeds. You are just seeing them from the bodily aspect. So which means for a counselor also, he should see three through and through. Don't see them as the person who has to just execute. See their problems within. I mean, it can be seen in different light if you look at Bhagavad Gita and that. So Krishna says, Anupashyati, see. And then Arjuna doesn't see it in that way. Then he accepts a spiritual master, help me see it. I'm confused. And Krishna puts him in that difficulty. So that is also a good learning for us as a, when we are approached by devotees, we should be able to see or help him or her see through their own difficulties through their eyes. Then it is easier to grasp.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're right. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Kirtana Mataji. Oh, okay. It was the same device.
Actually, my
Okay,
Prabhu
sorry,
was
I
there.
got confused.
So,
I got
but
confused.
thank you so much, Prabhu. Wonderful answer
you.
and wonderful session as usual. Really grateful to you. Always look forward for your sessions. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for kind words. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. That question was wonderful, and the answers that you gave was so nice. The immediate answer that you receive is not the only answer. You should ask 4 or 5 more answers and see what is suitable for you, how you can act. That's really hope-giving answer, Prabhuji. Sometimes we get so disheartened when the immediate answer is not suiting us. Thank you so much. Very grateful to you. Your answers, your class are so beautiful, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Dear
Jai Shri
devotees, if
Prabhupada.
anybody having any more questions, realizations, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, thank you so much. Thank you for the beautiful class. Very nice explanation of how Lord Ramachandra was Sabari Moksha Sakshi Bhuta. Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much for explaining that so nicely. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Back to you, Mataji. No more
Yeah.
questions. Hare Krishna.
If there are no more questions, we can end the call here. I would like to offer my obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas assembled on the call. Vacha kalpataru. Vaishnavebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnavavrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His grace. Haridas Varya Prabhuji ki
Hi,
jai.
Shobha.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.